Welcome back.
Yeah, it's your host. I'm Khalid, but you can call me KK.
And I'm Leah, and this is As We Go.
Go. Yeah, so today we have a fun episode. Today we're talking about our road trip to North Carolina. But can we talk about the process of this episode
Do we
for a
have to?
second? Just a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
Just a little bit. So the first time we came in here to record, the camera wasn't here. The second time we were having issues with the HDMI cord. The third time,
we did record.
yeah, we did record, but when we went to edit, the audio was not the audio was nowhere to be found. So here we are again.
A tiny bit late. So,
Yeah.
fashionably late, it's cool.
Yeah, so let's just get into it.
Yeah, so we went to North Carolina very recently, this month. We were on like two separate missions for like the same trip, which was really cool. I don't think we
Yeah.
ever went somewhere together, but did like, two separate things.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so we drove down together. Obviously, we have to go to the same area.
Yeah.
And this trip, how long is it? Like a 9-hour?
Yeah, I think about 9 hours. It took us 11 altogether, I feel like.
Okay.
And that's with stopping, so I feel like we did pretty good.
And when did we leave? Do you remember?
It was before midnight.
Yeah, it was like 11.
It was like 11 something, yeah.
Which was like the time that we said we were going to leave, and that might have been the first time that has ever happened.
Yeah.
Like, even for like a Cleveland trip, like that doesn't happen.
Yeah, and Leah kept saying, like, she was expecting us to leave a lot later, which shocked me. I was too ready.
Yeah, I was ready to. I
I
just
was
said
too
it.
ready. But yeah, the road, the ride there, a lot of fun. Oh no, actually, it started off very shaky. We got to, was it West Virginia?
Yeah, it was West Virginia and all them hills.
Yeah. Leah started us off, and we were in the mountains, and it was raining so freaking hard.
It was
It got
storming.
scary.
It was so windy. I don't have a big car. My car was shaking. It was raining so hard. Like my windshield was like as fast as it possibly could go.
Still couldn't see.
And yeah, and I'm good at driving in rain. Like I learned to drive in a storm. Like I have no problem ever driving in a storm. But that I was like, you know what? I think it's best for us to pull over. It was not good.
Yeah, and I'm glad we did. It was like perfect though, because when we decided, like, okay, let's stop somewhere. I think the nearest gas station or the next exit was only like 2 miles down the road, and then as soon as we stopped there,
Of course, yeah.
the storm stopped, and we were smooth. Right, it was like smooth sailing the rest of the way.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
So, why did we go to North Carolina? When you were asking, right?
Yeah, it's the purpose of North Carolina. So, well, the first part was Leah. 'Cause it
yes.
was Leah's idea.
I was going to Dreamville with my friend, and I was being introduced to some of her friends. So they were all coming in from Atlanta, and so we were driving from Ohio to go to Dreamville.
Yeah. And if you guys listen to episodes last season, or you're new here, fun fact about me, I used to live in North Carolina, Fayetteville to be exact. So it just made sense. It was like convenient. She was going to be at the festival, so I was like, can I just tag along and hang out in Fayetteville while you're at the festival? And it ended up working out like perfectly.
And we actually even found like a pregame party before like the festival that like we could kind of like have like the one big like party like hurrah
Thing
before we
together,
separated
yeah.
like our separate ways. So it was really cool.
The party wasn't what I expected though.
They advertise. How did they advertise? They advertised it as like as a pre-party, like early party
the
for the
festival,
festival,
yeah.
and they're gonna have like mimosa towers, espresso martinis.
Espresso martini, $5.
That's what I wanted.
Espresso martini.
I was ready to ball out on some espresso martinis. Like my entire festival budget could have went to those espresso martinis. I would have been happy.
I still haven't had one. And I was
We didn't have one.
My experience. No, we got there and they had like
We did get
some
there a little
Hennessy
late.
specials.
We got there kind of late.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
We got there really late.
the festival was already open by the time we got to the pregame, and it was a pregame before the festival opened. So, but it was still a vibe. It was still a fun time. I'm at the party. We were dancing. Nokia came on. I was doing my little thing. We were taking pictures, just having a fun time.
Yeah.
So it was still fun.
Yeah. So then after that, we parted ways.
Yeah.
Leah went to the festival and I drove down to Fayetteville, which is really cool. It was like very nostalgic this time around. So when we first drove into North Carolina, we stopped in Raleigh, had lunch with Linnea, and then the three of us had went to Fayetteville. I got to show them my old neighborhood, which is really cool. Then we went to this bar, which is the first bar that I went to, called Izzy's. First bar that I went to when I turned 21 and got an illegal drink.
Yes, and at this bar.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so we're sitting at the bar, and it's like, it's Linnea, it's me, and it's Khalid, and then down a little bit, maybe like 2 seats, maybe in between him, there's these 2,
Yeah, close enough for me to think that she was looking at me.
there's these 2 middle-aged women, okay? And so we're talking in our group, they're doing their group, and one of the ladies over there, she goes, "Hey, Kevin, is that a new haircut?" And Kevin, who is behind us at the slot machines, goes, "Yeah." And then the lady goes, "Nice haircut." And Khalid goes, "Thank you." You ain't hear any of the other part. You just heard hair, nice hair, and knew it was for you, and took that. He took that compliment.
To be fair.
To be fair, he never went by Kevin ever in his life.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Time warp.
I thought your son's name was Kevin.
No.
And you're a Henry.
No, that was Monster Park. Time Warp, I was Kevin. That's the 80s one. Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you were talking about someone else. Okay.
Anyway.
But yeah. I thought, and I'm not gonna lie, because I kept looking at her because she looked familiar. So I thought she was looking back at me. So I was like, oh. She finally saying something.
Oh, no, I recognize you. It's the hair.
Yeah. Literally.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, I couldn't wait to tell everybody that.
She could have just let me have that. I was just in my peaceful bliss.
Loving his new haircut.
Yeah. But yeah. So after that, we ended up going to see my cousins, which was really...
Yeah.
I missed them so much.
They're so beautiful. That whole house is just full of love, and it's just so nice to just see and be around. I just love them.
Me too.
Even though his little cousin made us walk 18 hours in the 99-degree heat.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
We
were just walking down the street, not going to go that far. My little cousin was like, "Oh, can I walk with you guys?" We're like, "Yeah, sure." She's like, "Oh, let's go to the store." Like, okay, let's go. She's like, what'd she say?
It's right around the corner.
It's right around the corner.
And then we get around the corner. She's like, actually, we should have went the other way. Now we're going to go all around the block. And we're like, oh.
But
it was a nice walk. It was cool.
It was cool. And then the walk back was only like 3 minutes.
Yeah, and just like being around like such like youthful energy and like just seeing her and her interactions, it was really cool. Just to,
it was wild.
It was wild.
It was wild. I think it put maturity in perspective for me, like how it relates to aging.
Yeah.
Because it's like I got to see myself in her, and it's like,
yeah.
Oh wow.
That used to be me.
Yeah.
And I thought I was so grown.
Like going to the same school at that same age, and it's like, and being from here.
Yeah.
So it was really cool. Really cool. But yeah. So how was the festival?
The festival was so much fun. I'm a festival girly anyway, so like I'm always have the time of my life at a festival. This festival was the first time where it was definitely the biggest group I ever gone with, which it wasn't a lot. It was only me and 3 other girls. Yeah, but still, normally the max I've ever been with 2 people. 4 other girls? Oh yeah, it was 4 other girls. So it was 5 of us. And the max I've ever been before was 2 other people. So like we had this big old blanket laid out, and like we were just stationary there for almost the entire day. Like not all of us, but like someone would always be in that blanket. So like 2 people could go out, and 3 people would be, you always had a place to go back to, and that was really cool to me. And I don't know, it was just a good time, good music. Since I've seen a lot of, performers now, I can say, in my honest opinion, that J. Cole is the hardest rapper to watch perform. Like his performances, like how he just delivers it. He can't be beat.
This is your second time seeing him, right?
Yes. Second time. And also seeing Lil Wayne for the second time. And Lil Wayne is my top. You know what I mean? Like, that's Lil Wayne. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm not saying he's my favorite rapper. I'm just saying he's the toughest rapper out there, in my opinion. Right. Like, seeing him perform, seeing him just go, like, I don't know. He's phenomenal to me.
Is Wayne still your number one?
It's like legendary. I just love Lil Wayne. I feel like that's who I grew up on. Like, Lil Wayne's number one, yeah. But for my performances, I said J. Cole, I said Glorilla, and then I did tie my number 3 for Lil Wayne and Party Next Door. And I really don't know a lot of Party Next Door. It's not like his big ones, but just like the crowd and like Linnea loves Party Next Door, so like we were just going. So it was just the time of our lives. And Lil Wayne, he performed with like, you know, Big Timers and Bad Boys, so it was like it was a lot.
Who are, outside of J. Cole, who are the top 3 artists that you were excited or your favorite to see?
There? Glorilla and Lil Wayne.
Okay, one more.
And Party Next Door.
Oh.
I just gave you the rundown. and I explained why.
Let's talk about some beside Lil Wayne.
I will say, I've always decided to see Glorilla. Always, she's just so much fun. I feel like she likes performing. She likes being on stage, and that's good to see.
She's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I've seen her. She might be one of the people I've seen like more than like 5 times type of thing at this point. But
did you see her at Coachella?
Yeah.
Okay, so at least you're third.
At least, yeah. At least. And she had like this super, super, super long hair, and she was getting it. And I was talking to Linnea, and I was like, why the heck would she wear that long hair if she about to be dancing like this? And then like for her last song, she's getting it, and then her dancers just like pull her hair to the side so you can just like see everything. I'm like, okay.
Come on, support.
Cool. Yeah, it was cool. It was real cool. I had a good time. And the food, ate a lot of food. That was good. Always good.
That's food.
Oh, and
okay.
I'm sorry. I will say one more person, Erykah Badu. I didn't get to like get a great view of like her show because during her set I was like meeting somebody that I had met a year before at Gov Ball, and she's also from Atlanta. So like I was meeting her during that set, and then me and Linnea, we just kind of got off of the crowd, but I did get to hear her like her belting, like screaming, singing, and that just like changed my life. So honorable mention there.
That's dope.
Yeah, for sure.
That's dope. Like the most legendary person. Oh, I was gonna say Bjork, but Beyonce.
Yeah, I get that.
I think it's a wrap. I don't need to see anybody else now. But yeah, food. Let's talk about the food. How what did you eat?
What did I eat? The first day I had a banh mi. I had ordered a chicken one, but they gave me a steak. But it's alright. I ate it. It was cool. I wanted the chicken though. And then I had some jerk shredded chicken tacos, and the taste was like they were fine. But when I first got in line was so far along. I thought I was getting like, you know, grilled chicken tacos. And it was a hot day, so I just really didn't want spicy food. And it had a nice kick. Like it really was a decent taco for sure. It's just I don't really want shredded taco. I want cut taco, like chicken taco. What else did I have? I had lots of drinks.
It sounds like they're up here.
I don't even remember. I don't even remember.
No.
Sorry.
That's all good.
This is our second time recording this, so I would have known the first time.
Yeah, the reason I asked is because I feel like food was kind of like a big part of my experience at my trip, because I remember I was like, okay, I need to get Bojangles, I need to get Cookout, but then I got to try some new stuff as well. Like there's like this food truck place that me and my friends that we went to go grab a drink and some food. I got a catfish sandwich. It was like okay, it was good. Like it was more than okay, but like not much. Wasn't okay. Okay. The drinks are amazing, but the best food that I've had while down there in Fayetteville was my cousin's cooking. Like I remember I got my last night there, I was like, okay, let me get my cookout. And I didn't know that they had the walking tacos, but no, I didn't know. You told me about them, but I forgot. And when I saw them, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get the walking tacos. And I went home, and Zimi made like this chicken curry stuff, and oh my gosh, it smelled amazing. I still got a plate, and it was amazing. It definitely was a lot better than cookout. I was like, damn, I should have paid her for that meal.
Oh, I don't also ate. I was so confused. I was thinking it was a 3-day festival, so 2-day festival.
Mm.
I had chicken and rice, like chicken teriyaki, but they're out of rice, so I had noodles with it. Yeah.
I feel like you can't go wrong with like chicken and rice.
No, never. Or the
Or
chicken
noodles.
noodles.
Yeah.
I had chicken noodles at Coachella too. I love chicken noodles.
You're
Chicken
like
rice.
a chicken and noodle whore.
Oh
Oh,
my.
sorry. Your daughter's right there. So, after, 2 fun days of visiting friends and family and festivaling, it was time for us to link back up. We got linked back up in the morning, maybe like 10 o'clock?
Yeah, I think checkout was 10, so you're probably there a little bit
Yeah, a
before.
little before then. We had left. We were going to stop and get something to eat, but that place was closed. So we were like, let's just hit the road. I took the first leg because Leah had work. We discussed this in our road trip episode. Like, that was one of the first 5 episodes we did. But Leah, I feel like, is personally my favorite road trip partner. I feel like we work so well together, especially when she has to work, because like she'll drive at night, early in the morning. We might sleep for 1-2 hours, and then I'll drive during the day while she works, and it's just smooth. I
Right.
feel like it's always easy with you. So I started driving back. It was during the day, but we got caught in a storm again. So we were like, oh, where are we gonna eat? Zaxby's, because Leah never had Zaxby's, and we're always here for new experiences. But we pull up to the Zaxby's, and there was a Smithfield, and
I recognized Miss Mill. I'm like, ain't that the bacon? Ain't that the bacon people? Like, that looks so familiar.
I just know I never had them before. But we like looked at each other, and it was kind of like a silent agreement, like,
Might as well just try this one, yeah.
yeah. So we went there, and like everything seemed cool. Everybody was so friendly. It
We
was
met
like a
Mr.
movie.
Smithfield.
We met Mr. Smithfield.
He should have been Mr.
Well,
Smithfield.
yeah,
He
he
should have
should
been
have
the one
been.
who owned that place. He was so kind.
Because the real one.
We were asking him questions about the menu. He was giving us all the answers. He gave us a sample.
Yeah, he gave, what is it called?
Brunswick stew.
Yes. Brunswick stew.
You gotta get you one of those.
Yeah, he gave us a sample, and it sold it. We were like, yeah, okay.
And the hush puppies.
Yeah, honestly, now looking back, I wish I'd have just got the Brunswick stew and the hush puppies.
Yeah,
That would have been all I needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next time I would try their crispy chicken next time though.
Yeah.
Like I got the barbecue chicken.
Same.
So I would do the crispy chicken, but I really wouldn't need it. Like that Brunswick stew and the hush puppies definitely did it. And
The chicken
sweet
was
tea.
good though.
And their service, it was fast food and it was service was still so crazy.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was like
Chick-fil-A but better.
Well,
Well, Chick-fil-A does the same thing. Like they'll refill your drink and they'll come over and give you anything.
Yeah.
So it was like Chick-fil-A.
Mm.
It was nice.
It was like, I wish I could relive that moment. It was such a fun time because we were in there cracking up. Yeah. And I think after that, the ride back wasn't that eventful. It was just a smooth ride, like going through.
Yeah.
We stopped again. We went to some Italian restaurant. I almost forgot that we did that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We stopped for dinner.
At
We
Thai
stopped
restaurant?
for lunch. Yeah, you remember I had
Oh yeah, we did.
pasta, the spicy pasta.
I forget what I had, but I do remember sitting down.
And I don't even remember where it was. Because we were going to stop at Tamarick. Well, we did stop at Tamarick.
Yeah, we did.
But
It wasn't the same like you remember. But we did get
Yeah,
some
the
stuff
food
there.
court
Because we
wasn't
got some
great.
honey. I got some loose tea. Yeah, we got some honey and some tea.
I think the honey was all I got.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. And then,
The
yeah.
honey was good.
Well, then we went to some Italian restaurant. I think I had a burger. I definitely had a burger, and it wasn't good as Fuck.
I think I'm pretty much all. This trip got boring real fast. Like, no, not bored.
No, we were practically home at that point.
Yeah. But yeah, it was smooth.
Yeah.
At that point, all we just needed was music and the vibes.
Right.
Alrighty. So as you guys know, this is our last full calendar year or season of As We Go as 20-something-year-olds. So we're honoring that, and that's what this season is about. Us honoring it and really reflecting on that journey as a whole.
Exactly. And sharing our wisdom and growth. Like,
Yeah.
guys.
The things tips that we figured out.
Right.
As we've gone.
Oh, same way. Yeah, that works too.
So, so what we're incorporating is 30 things that we've learned in 30 years. And Leah's going to take over for this 30 for 30.
Yes. So for this episode, I thought like the big theme was just like being present. And I've always felt like I've been really good at, being present in the moment. But being on this trip in North Carolina and like just being so in the moment and like not having my phone and just being lost in the crowd or being, I don't know, it's just not having your phone and just being there with your people. And I think back, I'm like, oh, I don't have any pictures. Like, it sucks I don't have any pictures when I was in the crowd. But I'm like, I literally have like the memories like burned into my brain of like me and Linnea and our friends just like dancing in the crowd that I'm not going to forget, that I'm so happy that I was so in the moment that I really don't need the camera for it. So that's my thing.
I love that.
Yeah.
Stay in the moment. Mm-hmm. I think that's a big thing.
For sure.
Yeah. I feel like I can relate to that with that trip as well. Yeah. Because I was spending time with people who I haven't seen in years.
Right.
Like my friend Sydney, I had been, and then didn't even realize it because we FaceTime quite often. But it's like we haven't seen each other in over 10 years.
That's crazy.
It was like graduation when we last saw each other.
Wow.
Yeah. So like you said, just being in the moment because, you never know when's the next time you're going to be able to hang out and see those people. And those moments are precious. Yeah. Even like their parents, their moms, like, and Destiny's mom, like, it was a really beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Like, feeling, yeah. It was so cute.
So beautiful.
So I think that wraps up this episode of As We Go.
Yes, please share with us when it was like the last time you guys visited. When was the last time you guys visited? Oh my gosh. When was the last time you guys visited a place that shaped you?
Mm-hmm. And you can also find us and follow us on all of our social medias. Me personally at eternal.lid.
And me at lee.ahh5.
You can also follow the podcast at As We Go, the podcast.
Yes. So thank you guys so much. We are so grateful for you guys to be here with us and, continue on this growth and all that.
If you're listening on Spotify or Apple Music, please share this link. If you're watching on YouTube, give this video a thumbs up. Share this link as well. Or you can share the Linktree app that's down in the description box.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.